Well, we are live.
I've been finding all of my old paintings that I've had around and been popping them up on the walls in here. It's awesome.
Yeah, this is the first time I think I've seen most of your original paintings.
No shit. Yeah, some of these, I've looked at the dates and they're like from 05, 07.
Yeah, I think you had all these just tucked away here at the house, right?
Yep.
I think you had like one or two in your station at the shop. That's about it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice little setup here.
It's
I can dig it.
very tiny.
Put that in my pocket so it doesn't just
Go off the whole time.
Absolutely. Welcome everyone to the second episode of the podcast.
Oh my god. I forgot you used to work at a strip club.
Becky.
I meant on the pole, but
Oh yeah, well that too. I forgot
We
about
all
that.
know that.
I was pretty good. I made a lot of money.
you were a lot more limber back then, I remember.
I was a lot less fat.
That's what I was gonna say, but I'm like, I don't want to start the show while being fucking just right at his throat, mean, edging a little bit, and tiptoe.
Oh, Jesus.
That's why I can't have anything nice around here.
Well, you know.
It's canceled. It's already over.
How are you guys doing today?
Man, I've had a great day.
I'm doing all right.
Did old man stuff and trimmed trees and moved brush around the yard.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you do when you get old. You enjoy yard work. I never thought I would enjoy yard work.
Yeah, I do on occasion.
Yeah, you guys are wild, man. Well, not you. I forgot. You're still young. You're still young. How old are you now?
I'm 27.
Holy fuck. God. It sucks getting old.
I am not looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah, dude. It doesn't stop. You just hurt in different areas you never thought you could hurt. And
I mean, I feel pretty good.
well, it's because you are in better shape now.
I'm like Benjamin Button. In my 20s and 30s, I was a pile of shit.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I wasn't in great shape then.
Oh, man. So, Tyler Brown was our guest today from Oakwood Tattoo.
Yeah. Thank you for guys having me on.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm
this
stoked.
This is great. I'm excited.
Yeah, first guest. You are our first guest.
All right. You guys picked a real shithead to bring on there for the first one.
Well, here's the thing. I've worked with you for over 5 years now, and previously Seth has worked with you in a different location. So
Yeah.
we have stories of Tyler Brown, but in different
Separate,
time periods in our careers and different points. So we're like, well, we got to get Tyler.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only that, I mean, Tyler and I both were touring musicians, so I don't think we ever played together.
No, I don't
because you
think
were
so.
still pretty young when I was
Yeah.
touring with different bands and stuff. I think during, because you said not during the VOC days, so that had to have been like when I was with Jared Poland and Jared Anderson and CJ Lemon, or Lemming. Sorry if I'm butchering that. What was the name of that band? Something about tomorrow. I don't know. I forget. And it was before they turned into Lorianne. You remember Lorianne?
I remember Lorianne.
It had Bob
I remember
playing
seeing
drums.
Lorianne.
Yeah, I actually got. Let me tell you a fun story about that. So I ended up getting kicked out of that band because I was not Christian enough. Yeah, so
You hadn't made it to the 7th level.
apparently I was not Christian enough. I remember, and what pissed me off is the week before they fired me and Jared Anderson. They fired both of us for the same reason, but I was in we were in our tour van at the time, and we decided to sleep in that. Jared Anderson, Jared Pullen, and myself, we ended up sleeping in that van, and we're smoking weed in that van before a week before they decided, oh, you're not Christian enough. Like, but Jared is, and you can keep him. Okay.
You were the rotten apple.
Yeah, apparently I was the bad influence, I guess. I don't know, but
The serpent in their garden.
right.
Leading them astray.
Let me get that closer to you. Right close on your. You can pull that around however you want.
Is this close enough?
Oh, that's too close.
This is too close.
I mean, if you do a little.
Just get a little close like this. Let them know what's really good.
I just got goosebumps. I don't know.
It's
Talking
not-
to my ear like that was a bit.
Well, they have videos on that stuff. What's it called? It's like this
ASMR.
ASMR. That's
What
what
is
it is.
that?
So people they get real close to the microphone and they just talk like this.
They'll get in and talk or
Nah, I don't like
eat
it.
stuff.
No,
They'll eat
I don't
stuff
They'll
like
get close
that.
and like take drinks of water. Just
Nope. That's not for me.
Not for me.
Not for me.
So Tyler, tell me what you've been up to lately, man.
been sitting around on my ass because of quarantine and not able to do anything.
I feel like you've been working out more than you've been sitting around.
I've been
Truth be
trying to do a
told.
lot of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
After
Yeah.
spending
Let's not church it up and make it seem like you're lazy, because you're not.
spending 26 years of my life a fat piece of shit tends to take a toll on your body, especially when you sit for a living.
Yep.
It gets worse if you
Yeah,
just
when you-
let that go.
When you look at your 40-year-old seniors and going, man, their backs are wrecked. What
see
can I
it.
do what can I do better now?
I see dudes like you and Chris who have been tattooing for 15 plus years. I'm 27, but I've already been doing this for almost 10, so
Right.
Yeah.
getting in and already experiencing really bad back problems.
I'm
I gotta
telling you, man, yoga
gotta do
is
something.
still the way to go.
Yeah. You do yoga?
Yeah. I mean, on occasion. I used to do it more often, but I definitely try to stay limber.
So we tried to do yoga at the shop for a couple of months,
Yeah.
and I just fell asleep every time.
Yeah,
Like
it was
together?
it was just like nap time.
Yeah, we did shop
So
yoga.
like downward dog together and like he spotted
Yeah,
you.
we-
and-
well, no, we
here's
did-
the thing.
Sex.
We had a
Well,
yoga
that
instructor, and she agreed to do private classes just for the people that worked at the shop. This was our efforts to help maintain our back and stability in the job. So I think it was great.
That's
But
smart.
she would do the shavasana at the end of the class, and literally every one of us would be snoring, laying flat on our back, and she's doing like a guided meditation, and you're just like feeling your breath, and you're breathing in and out, and then all of a sudden you're just out. Like Tyler was always first to go, and then Aaron, and then me and Chris would back, and Chris was out, like. And then
Cool.
everybody's asleep. And then she wakes everybody up, like snaps her fingers, like we're coming out of a trance. And then we're all groggy for like 2 hours afterwards. And like, man, that was great.
So it was meant to put you asleep.
I think
It's
so.
just meant to be like total body relaxation to
I'm
start.
not sure she didn't rob us blind while we were all out.
There's a good chance I was
mean,
not
she lived
getting up.
she lived in a nice house, is all I'm saying.
Well,
We'd get about 3 minutes into yoga class, and I'm out snoring and farting in the back of the room. Everybody else has just got a waller in it while I'm just out cold and nobody's getting me up.
Right.
God. Man, dude, I missed working with you, dude. It was a lot of fun.
It was
It was a short period of time. It was not very long. I won't get into why I left or anything like that. I mean, it just wasn't the right fit, which sucked because I enjoyed working with you. And who was the other dude that worked with us?
David Arthur,
yeah,
Monkey Spoon
yes,
was what he went by. Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
he was a good dude.
He was a good tattooer.
Yeah, he did do some really good stuff. But yeah, I came there as a piercer, and it kept getting prolonged on that room getting turned into my little studio, and I was just like, dude, it just seems like there was always an excuse after excuse after excuse, and I was just like, I'm not doing this. Like, this is.
Yeah, there was a lot of those.
There was a lot of broken promises.
That is an understatement, but
Yeah.
yes.
do you want to tell the people about well, this would have been my second tattoo, because the first one I did was on Chris, which hopefully we'll have him on soon so I can
Yeah,
let him
hoping to
tell
get
that
him in
story.
there.
Oh yeah.
But as people hopefully that listen to the first episode, I'm not a tattoo artist at all. I was the shop manager, and then I did piercing at what was the name of that? Bite the Bullet. Yep. And I am not a tattoo artist. But But I like to do them. It's fun. But I mean,
Party
hey,
tats, man.
yeah,
You know,
if anyone wants
everybody
to
should
let
do
me,
one.
I'll do it. But hey, it will look like shit. I promise you. It may look good the first day, and then it's gonna look like like an Oreo cookie on your arm or wherever. But
Oh, it was. Yeah,
it was.
that's
I remember it did not heal very well.
It
at
was.
all.
It looked like an oatmeal cookie for about 3 weeks after we got it
Yep.
done.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure you did more tattoos at Bite the Bullet than you did piercings.
You are correct about that. I think I
don't-
did. No, I did only 3. I think piercings the whole
Did
time
you?
I was there.
I
Yeah.
didn't even know you did one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember.
I did a couple belly buttons and a nose piercing. That was it.
The main thing I remember, besides the tattoo that I got from you, was when all of the trash had gotten backed up, and we had to load it all in your van and take it across town and put it in your dumpsters at your apartment
Yes, I do
because they
remember
had
that.
stopped picking up the trash.
Why did they stop picking up the trash?
Well, you see, bills just didn't get paid.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that makes more sense. But for the whole lot, like, because we did a shared dumpster between everyone in that whole, like, the DMV was there next door. I mean, how did that even, did we have our own dumpster?
We had our own trash can out back.
It was only a trash can.
Yeah, we had just like one of the big blue trash cans, and they came by and they picked up everybody else's, and they just leapfrogged us.
God.
Couple of times that happened.
My God, I keep messing my hair up with this
Oh, my
stupid
God.
thing.
Were you? I feel like we just did this podcast last week, and did you literally get a haircut every single week? Because your hair is like
Always on point.
spot on.
Well,
And
I
then
mean,
I'm like, this is like people are listening to this. I can't even see him. Why is he fucking take?
no, we have people.
Oh, there are people.
We're recording now.
That's
people-
why. Should I be getting haircuts too?
You have to get haircuts.
Oh my god.
Dude, no, I actually, my buddy, barber Dave Daniels in Greenwood, Indiana, dude is amazing.
You drive
literally
2.5
amazing.
hours to get a haircut.
Well, I live in Indianapolis. I don't live here.
You
think I
drive
live
2.5
here?
hours to do this?
I do.
Oh my god.
I drive here every time we
Well,
do this.
shit, man.
I don't live. Where did you think I was living?
I didn't even know if you had a home. I just. I
live in
always
my
see
car.
you in your car. You never invite me over. I'm like, what? I just assume. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
No. I live in Indianapolis. No, I get I get my hair cut every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And no, Barber Dave is by far the best. They are actually one of our sponsors now.
Okay.
On you, everyone at that shop's awesome. But Dave, he's been cutting my hair. I only trust 2 people with my hair. One's my ex-wife, and then Alex, and then him. And he's been cutting my hair ever since Alex kind of quit cutting my hair. It's hard to get her to do it. She's always booked too. But
Huh.
so is he. He's booked quite a bit. But if you can get in with him, definitely do it. But so yeah, man. Tell us what you've been doing before the quarantine. Have you had any fun things happen? Any cool tattoos that you want to talk about?
Well, me and Aaron started a back piece on a kid, like a tandem back piece of like a giant Jesus head and all this crazy Japanese background shit.
Dude, that's dope.
For us, it was fantastic. For
How
him,
did,
I'm
how
sure
did he
was
handle
hell.
it?
Yeah,
Did he
that
sit
sounds
well?
horrible.
He got incredibly high in the parking lot before coming in and just slept the entire
Oh.
time.
My man.
He is, Doug is the absolute toughest individual I think I've ever met in my life.
And another thing about Doug is he has the best skin.
Yes.
You would think this guy was born and raised in Ireland because his skin is almost transparent. And every tattoo, I don't care if you're unskilled or not, anybody could throw a tattoo at him and it will look like the most beautiful tattoo you've ever seen.
Yes.
And he just carries it so well, and he's so kind. He's just so happy to be
He's
around.
such a sweet guy. He's
I know.
such a sweet. I hope he sees this, and I hope he hears this and hears us praising him.
I mean, I don't
He
care if he does
deserves
or
it.
not. He's just
He's just a good dude.
He's
Yeah.
a great guy. He's a great guy. I've been tattooing him for, I think, the last 2 years now, and he's already got 2 full arms, most of a leg, and we just started his full back and his chest.
I feel like everybody should go meet him. Where does he work? Can we even say where he works or no? Are we allowed to do that?
Probably shouldn't do that.
No. Man.
He works at the local bong store.
Yeah, go see him at the local bong store.
Get all your nights. So, and if you guys want to sponsor us, we'll keep that in. No, that's awesome. So, so you said you worked a while before you guys went to Oakwood, right?
Yes. I think I started there January 12th was the first day I started tattooing there of 2015.
Yeah.
Right? 2015.
Yep. So it was literally like 3.5 months before we made the large move and all of the tattooers went over to Oakwood. And we had like intentionally sought out like Aaron and Tyler and got them into the shop, and like we had been watching their work for years, ever since they started. You know, we're all in the same town. So, finally reached out. I think maybe we were tattooing Tyler's sister at the time and just put a bug in her, like, hey, I think reach out to us if there's a chance.
It was actually Dan. I ran into him. I was in Bloomington at seeing Every Time I Die, and he came up to me.
So good live.
Literally the best band I've ever seen. Later. But he came up to me after the show, and he was like, hey, I know, your boss is, thinking about cutting out of town. I don't know what your plans are, but, we're working on something and we want you to be a part of it, so make sure that you stay here. And it actually worked out amazingly, because I was getting ready to leave and go to Texas, and was considering not even coming back home.
Right. I was just remember that.
I was going to move. And this was maybe 2 days before I was going to go down there and work on that. So I wound up sticking around, and I think Chris got my phone number from somebody. I don't know who he got my number from. Maybe he got it from Beans or somebody through Dan. And he shot me a text message and said, hey, you're going to start this day. And I texted my boss and was like, hey, I got a job offer over here. I'm going to get out of here. And I think I stayed there for like another week, and then went over and started working with you guys there. And
and then we slid from right there. We just went on over and opened Oakwood, and it's just been basically the same crew the whole time. We've had a few, we've had tons and tons of guest artists come in and out, but we've always had the same core crew. And now we've added Ty into the mix, which hopefully we'll get Ty on here to kind of explain his apprenticeship.
Okay, that was your apprentice.
And it's been an amazing shop ever since.
Yeah, it's definitely been it's been a really awesome experience getting to work with you and Chris and meeting everybody from all the guests that come through, and it's a totally different world of tattooing than I had ever been exposed to previously.
Well, we know different tattoo shops are just set up different ways. Some are set up where they're like art galleries, and you're going in and you're just going to get a full custom. This is my every Thursday hobby I'm doing for the next 3 years. And then there's the tattoo shops that are a little more quick turn and the street shop vibe, and that's kind of what Oakwood is always offered. So it's a completely different scenario, totally different kind of shop. But I think the style of tattoos you've always been drawn to lends you more to that style.
Yes, it always has. It always has. The shop that it came up in was more of that, custom.
Yeah, let's come in and do a consultation for 20 or 30 minutes. I really want you to get inside my head, and I really want to explain to you what I want. And you come up with this amazing thing that I'm going to pay you all my money. And we're going to do this. It's just going to be a big project.
And moving from that into Oakwood, which everything is just moving fast all the time.
Very fast paced.
So much more fun for me to be doing than
it's definitely different types of personalities that fit in different types of studios, and I think that's what we're trying to convey. You know what I mean? But a lot of what we're trying to talk about on this particular show is from the front counter person's point of view. And
yes and no, but yes.
Oh, come on now.
I want to hear more about how, a lot of it is from that, and a lot of it is from the comical stuff that happens. But of course, when we have our guests on, I want to hear more in depth of what got you into it. What what makes you get up out of bed every morning, what makes you, what you look forward to tattooing every day.
Yeah.
And like you said, I mean, going into that experience, I mean, the first shop I ever worked in was just a little prick.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a phenomenal experience. So I get what you're saying in that. And I wasn't even an artist. So I mean,
you were just kind of there to handle
I was
the
there,
front
yeah, and it was just awesome. And you're right, it was super fast paced.
Yes.
You got a lot of, you deal with a lot of people every single day, especially when people are walking in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how you guys do it as artists. I mean, you're in the middle of tattooing, somebody walks up and like, hey, can you quote this off of my phone? Like,
stare at this for 3 seconds.
Well, that's why we put you in the middle, so we didn't have to talk to them.
I got to the point where I was able to actually quote tattoos and stuff like that, and
that's your whole job. We got to train guys like you to handle all that shit for us.
Yep, I miss it. I miss working in a shop. I really do. I mean, I wish I'd make more money. I'd come work for you. But
I'm telling you, man, anybody who works in a tattoo shop, it's literally the next best thing to being a drug dealer. Like, I mean, that's my theory. I think it is. Like,
I feel like you need to elaborate a little bit more.
You just kind of, you get to make cash every day. You get to blow
Yeah.
money like you got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get to determine how much you're going to work and how much you're not, and how much you're going to claim, how much you're not.
It's true.
Like, it's the next best thing, but it's legal.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
We've had a good time doing this for a long time.
Oh yeah,
dude, and I think it's part of the reason why I wanted to do this, just to have that feeling of having everybody together again and be able to hang out, at least once a week or every other week or whatever, and sit down and just reminisce on everything that happened. I mean, but so yeah, you would have been going over there. It would have been probably shortly after I moved to Indiana, I think.
I think Dan had been there full time for. Man, I feel like he had already done his apprenticeship, or started doing his apprenticeship. At this point, and had already kind of passed out from doing that back to just front counter stuff.
Yeah, because he did. He went almost all the way through his tattoo apprenticeship.
Dan
and
did?
then decided.
Yeah, you didn't know about all
it? Just
this?
wasn't. It wasn't for him. So. I admire him for making that bold choice to say, hey, that would be a pretty fun life, but it's not for me.
Yep.
Hey, I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Yeah. Too many people
don't
realize that
really?
when they should.
I got a little.
We all
Dan
did.
tattoo.
Yeah, we all got a little Dan Cordray tattoo on his last day of tattooing, or his last day. Actually, his last day of working with us
at Oakwood.
He was doing front counter at Oakwood after we'd opened there. So he tattooed all of us.
I didn't know he went over to Oakwood too. Wow.
He
was learning something every day.
I think he did front counter there for like a year and a half.
At least a year and a half.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me. I did not know that at all. Then again, I've been gone for a while too. I mean, it's been a while, but yeah, that's
when did
awesome.
When did you move to Indianapolis?
Let's see here. It would have been. I feel like it was 2015. So
numbers and things.
Yeah, it's
6
hard to
years.
remember.
So yeah, it would have been around 2015, roughly.
Yeah.
Something in that range. Well, so 6 years. Roderick's 4. Yeah. I don't know.
I can smell the gears burning
Dude,
from here.
I don't think so well sometimes.
You're counting
That's too much.
You're counting in
I moved
increments of
there
5.
at some point.
I thought you were kicking your shoes off and wiggling your toes under the table.
Watching you work through basic math makes me terrified for everyone's payouts that you ever had to give them.
Oh man,
running the front counter.
Yeah,
Tyler and I's jaws were both just slowly dropping as you're calculating.
Hey man, had to think about it for a minute.
Moved there in 2015, so that would have been 16 and 11 months ago.
Square root of
2 weeks is.
I don't know the answer to that.
So like we were saying though, like I mean, a lot of this is based more off the comical stuff too that happen. I mean, can you think of any stories of any clients that really stood out to you and really kind of made you like, what the hell just happened?
Client-wise, I've been pretty lucky to just get pretty normal, run-of-the-mill folks who are just nice and calm. We'd sit around, laugh and joke about whatever. But I have had to deal with some very odd ducks coming into the shop just off the street and causing all kinds of ruckus in the front of the building. I mean, you've been to the area that we're in, you know. It's a nice area, but it's right on the college campus, so all the panhandlers come around and they love to harass the college kids. And the first dude that comes to mind, I was sitting in the back, I had just finished doing a tattoo, and I just hear Holly like on the phone with somebody, and there's some guy standing in the front lobby. I'm going to move this back because I'm going to get really loud when I do this. And he's got his teeth just clenched together like this, and he's just staring at her like this in the front of the shop over and over again. They can't move his face at all, and she's like on the phone just staring at him. I get done with this tattoo, send my client up there for her to bandage or whatever. She looks at me, she goes, "You need to talk to this guy. I don't know what he wants." And I'm like looking at him like, "Okay, man, like what's up? What do you need?" And I've never seen a man with a face so still, like nothing but like his eyebrows are moving the whole time. And he looks at me and he says, "My bitch died. She left me with all these kids. I need a tattoo. What can I get?" And he starts flipping through my portfolio, and
What?
it gets fucking weirder, I promise. And he points at the band Gorilla Biscuits. I had tattooed like their little gorilla logo on somebody, and he starts pointing at it, just super excited, not saying any words. He's just looking at me wide-eyed with this huge smile on his face, just pointing at it over and over and over again. And I'm like, do you want that one? And he goes, "Yeah, give me that right here." And he starts like beating on the side of his head. And I'm like, "Sure, dude, whatever the fuck you want." Just, I was like, I shot him some ridiculous price, and he goes, "Yeah, I got that. You got time?" I was like, "Fuck. No, I don't have time." I was like, "What we'll do is we'll take your number and we'll call you." He goes, "No, I'll just wait outside. How long is it gonna be?" It's like, 3 hours? I'm not gonna fucking call you, so it doesn't matter. And I finally like start to shoo this dude like out the door, like he thinks we're gonna call him. I don't have his number yet. Frank in the back, completely oblivious somehow to everything that has gone on, goes, "Oh wait, Tyler, you didn't get his number. Make sure you get it." And I just turn and look at him. I was like, "You son of a bitch, we were so fucking close." And he turns.
Bad.
It's alright. You didn't know. You were in your own little world. You were probably tattooing boobs or something in your own happy little world. And he turns and looks at me, like makes eye contact, and he starts singing the Enterprise Rent-A-Car jingle at me.
What?
Like the 1-8 whatever the fuck jingle number it was. And he gets to like the last two, and he puts his hands on the door, and he just looks at me. He says like the last 2 digits. He goes, 27, and then he just sprints out the front door as fast as he can. He runs across the parking lot, runs across the street, and he just doesn't stop running till he was out of eyesight.
Oh my god.
Just gone as fast as he could.
That's amazing.
It was not amazing. It was terrifying.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
There's just a lot of those crazy, like, panhandler. That's where most of my, like, crazy experiences at that shop have come from, is dealing with the Sherrys and the Melvins and the whatever the fuck that guy was. Sherry? Crackhead Sherry, the most famous crackhead in Central Illinois.
How do I not know of her? Go ahead and elaborate on that one.
I really don't know how. I don't know how you don't know about her.
She's about 5 foot tall, maybe.
Yeah, she's about 5 feet tall.
About 5 foot tall, and harasses everyone that she sees. She'll come up to you just crying. She'll be like, "Oh baby, I'm so hungry. Do you have 50 cents I can buy some cake?" or some crazy shit like that.
"I need to buy a car. Can I have $1?"
Yeah, like I remember one time me and Aaron we're walking out of the shop. We're walking over to the sandwich joint across the street, and she is standing outside some dude's van, just beating on the window and screaming. And we're like, "Oh fuck, here we go." And we start to walk by her, and the guy finally gets out of his car. She starts going on his tangent of, "Oh, I'm so hungry. Can I please get some money so I can get some food, this and that?" And he's like, "You know what, fine. I'll walk you over here and buy you some food. I'm not going to give you any money, but I'll buy you some food." We walk into a sandwich shop. All they make is cold, like, deli-cut sandwiches, right?
Yeah.
She's standing in line. "I want chicken fingers." Can I get some chicken fingers? And he goes, no, they have sandwiches. I can buy you a sandwich. That's all you get. Well, I don't want a sandwich. I want chicken fingers or money. Can I get chicken fingers? She will not get off this fucking kick. And everybody in the store is just like staring. We all know who she is. Like, this guy clearly has never come in contact with her. And he's just staring. Like, everyone all just like watching her. She gets to the front. He goes, okay, order what you want. She goes, chicken fingers, 5-piece, gimme. No, we don't have that. She goes, why do y'all hate me so much? I know you got him back there. No, we don't. She like throws her arms up in the air, starts screaming and cussing at everybody in there, and just walks out the door, finds the next person walking down the street, and just continues the same spiel.
Trying to get some
chicken fingers.
From a restaurant who doesn't carry them.
From the sandwich shop. We've had to shoo her out of the shop. Like, she'll come in. She doesn't anymore.
She hasn't been in there a while.
It's been a little while, but she would come in and, like, sit down in the lobby next to people and just start asking them for money.
Well, when you feed a cat, man, they just keep coming
Yeah,
back.
that's what, we just get the fuck out of here. We're not giving you any money. And you tell her that you're not going to give her anything, she starts bawling her eyes out. And you can't understand anything she says because she ain't got a tooth between fucking two gums. There's nothing there.
Oh, it makes me sad.
Just a lot of snot bubbles.
Just a lot of snot bubbles and why do you hate me so much?
Why do you hate me?
God. There was always some really good hobos that lived in that area. I mean, that makes it sound so horrible saying it like that.
Oh, no, they're great.
No, I mean, like, we talked about some on the first podcast, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently this is going to be a running thing. We're going to try to find them.
I feel like every tattoo shop has...
They have their local
they're homeless. They always have them. I remember when you guys were on Eldo and the other shop was down the road that I used to hang out at when I was a kid, we would go and super glue quarters outside the shop to the sidewalk. And we would just sit there. Like, I didn't have shit to do. I was like fucking 13 years old hanging out at the tat shop. So I would just be hanging out and sitting on the porch all day watching these crackheads for hours just dig at the sidewalk, like trying to pull quarters off.
Pop quarters.
Hilarious when you're fucking 13 years old.
And you think about it, you're like, wow, I was an asshole.
Oh, I was a horrible child. They'd come back with like little shovels that they stole from places and try to fucking rip them up off the sidewalk. Yep, every time.
I think we should probably go live here before too long.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler's on a time frame.
What time do you gotta leave, Tyler?
Oh, 6:30 or so. I just gotta go around the corner, so I got a little bit of time.
Okay, you gotta go get some crack.
Did you get this logged on to the
Wi-Fi's? I got it on the Wi-Fi's.
Okay.
We'll probably have to put it on that one so that we can see it, and then we'll just tune into it so we can read everything. And I'll probably let you read this time because we saw how awesome that was last time, because I am dyslexic for the people that don't know this.
Like actually dyslexic?
No, I am full-blown dyslexic.
Full-blown.
Like, I could look at a door that says private and say...
Oh, if it was AIDS, he'd be dead.
Be like, hey, do you think pirates live in that room?
It's probably a good thing you never really picked up tattooing.
Oh, dude.
I don't know.
Oh, my God. I would never do any scrit. No scrit out of me.
But let's talk about the feeling that you're overwhelmed with once you've realized there is misspelling in a tattoo.
Oh, God.
Can you explain in words what that feeling is?
I can't. It's like
your gut just drops.
Your entire gut has fallen out of your ass.
So you get this real warm, like sweaty feeling in the back of your knees.
Oh, yeah.
That's where it starts. And then your kneecaps start sweating. And then it works right up into your hips. And you're like, oh. And then your guts. This is where it gets bad, people. Because once you've realized that you made a mistake, like a spelling error on a tattoo that is there forever, and you put your all into some fucking amazing script, and you gotta cram an H into this thing now somehow,
just to find a way to stealthily cover up one letter in the middle of the word and make it look fine.
You're like, that's just how it looks.
So why is there a little chicken scratch H with a red arrow pointing in between these letters? It was the only way.
It is the only way to preserve this.
But that feeling is so real and so intense. The feeling of utmost failure.
I don't remember like the first tattoo that everybody misspells a tattoo. Spoiler alert! It fucking happens. But I don't remember the first one that I misspelled. But I remember the first one that I had misspelled at Oakwood.
Okay.
And I'm fired. I'm out of here. This is it. I'm done. I'm gone. I'm out.
How long had we been open? I mean, had we been working together for like a long time?
No.
Like, okay.
We had been maybe there maybe a year. So we had gotten very close.
Right.
But I was still only there a year. I was like,
sure.
oh, I'm biffed it. I'm out the fucking door. This is it. I'm toast. I'm like bright red in the face, and I'm like fucking just sweating everywhere. And they bring it back in, and I look at it, and they fucked it up. It's the greatest feeling in the world when you realize that somebody else has written a name wrong.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not you. It just...
I mean, I've known so many artists who will have their clients, like, sign the paper of, or a Xerox copy of the image they're getting, the tattoo they're getting.
I make sure
as if
everybody
proofread it, and it goes to their file. And, like, you said, and it says right here, you okayed it. I'm free and clear. This is my insurance policy.
That's what I tell everybody.
This is all I got.
It is my job to make it look pretty.
It's
and
your
nice.
job to proofread it.
I dropped out of fucking high school. I slept through everything from 8th grade on.
Yep.
I don't know shit.
I don't know how I graduated.
But yeah, it's a terrifying feeling for anybody who wants to know.
I have never...
Now you know my life every day. Except for I don't tattoo it on anybody, I guess.
Not quite so permanent.
Not so permanent.
I don't think I have ever experienced any kind of fear like that before. Just...
Yeah.
I mean, you can go through and probably read some of my posts on Facebook. I'm sure there's lots of them that...
people who watch me type probably think I'm dyslexic. But I got fat fingers and a small keyboard, so I'm hitting extra H's and Y's in the middle of words.
I just literally don't know how to type. I have to handwrite every tattoo that I do because I don't know how to get in there and fucking find the fonts, and I don't know how to do the internet stuff.
Frank grew up like building houses at 3, so he doesn't know how keyboards and like technology work.
The technology, it wasn't something I needed. You know? I can read a tape measure real good.
Tape measure, hammers, nail gun, you're fantastic.
Got that shit.
The second it comes to spelling words.
Spelling and reading and writing and getting online to order things like
normal basic things, you're fucking lost.
Nope.
You could build a fucking barn in an afternoon, but ask this man to write a letter. He can't figure it out.
Nope.
Jesus. Alright, let's go ahead and go live for a little bit, and that way we'll keep talking while we're getting people on
let's
here.
Get this computer over there where Tyler can...
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on there. What, you want Tyler to read on the stuff?
Well, just so he can read and type, because I can't,
We are back!
Alright.
Let's see here. Is it live? Yeah, it's live over there.
Well, it's not in here.
It's not there, so we gotta find it here.
Ain't technology just a pain in the ass?
I'll tell you what, man. Your service here is impeccable. Can people hear us? Okay, you guys hear us? All right.
We Comcast about that.
You can't see yet. We're trying to get it up over here so we can read what you're saying.
Even if they can't hear us, that we wouldn't know.
This is true.
we can't see any of the comments.
I can't see shit.
Come on.
All right, so we're going live on Facebook. This is a podcast Seth and I are doing. It's called Don't Call It a Gun.
And for the people that don't know what that means, I think we explained that again, but in the tattoo industry, you will come across these people that will come in and try to sell you their Amazon guns, tattoo guns.
Oh, the kits.
Yeah, they're these little kits, and it's the most annoying thing in the world to hear it called a gun when it is in fact a tattoo machine. Sorry guys, we're having a little bit of difficulties here trying to get this pulled up over here so we can see what you guys are saying.
I don't know about you.
Technology.
I love when they come in and sell the Amazon.
Oh, I do too. I mean, I have a
cases.
set price. I
love it.
I like that equipment.
There was a former Decatur tatter that stopped by and
Yeah.
would try and sell old machines every couple of weeks.
Yep. Yep.
And I remember there was a 4-coil tattoo machine. He pulled that out of his pocket. He's like, "You ever seen one of these before?" Pulls it out and shows it to me like it's a fucking golden egg. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this thing? You can't even hold it.
It's a flux capacitor.
All right, which one you have Facebook, don't you?
Yeah.
Go grab your phone.
Oh, Jesus.
Go grab that phone. While you're at it, flip that to on. Sorry, guys.
How the fuck do I flip it to
So that first closest to you on the handle. Yep. Flip that to on,
This is a
and then
high-tech
hit
operation.
the red button. There we go. There we go. Sorry, guys. We're trying to get this over here. You can yeah. Jesus.
What is going on?
Damn it.
Is it the internet issue?
I think it's the internet, possibly.
I
It was
told you
working a
gonna
minute ago. Sorry, guys.
be the end of us all.
Got your phone, so move that back over. Keep going. I'm turning it this direction a little bit. Keep coming so you
Man,
can see Frank.
You'd almost think that ceiling
Right about there. That should be
7
maybe a
feet
little bit
high.
more towards this way. We'll have to make Frank sit forward a little bit.
You want me to come your way?
Come up here. Get closer to me. We're not social distancing very well, but
Lots of, yeah, I don't think most of us have been social distancing for a while. Let's find you.
yeah, look for me and
Seth D. Foster is live right now.
Seth,
yeah, go ahead and watch it, and then you should be able to see what
Can
people
you
are saying.
still? Can you freestyle? Still?
Huh?
Can you still spit a little freestyle for these?
Oh no,
Come
no! I
on.
never could freestyle. That's the
Oh.
thing. My brother was very good at it. My brother was amazing at it.
You had a whole rap career, and you don't have one quick 16 you can spit for the people.
I can't. I'm not that good.
Oh,
Well, at least people are starting to get in there.
Well, the
My
Brian
dad
is
said I
getting-
thought you were heading home. Dad, I told you that I was stopping by here to do this first before I left. Yeah, Sean, I was texting you earlier trying to get you in here.
Is Sean there?
Yeah, he's on here.
When is he coming out?
When is he
This
gonna
is the
come?
second time. I've
Second?
been looking forward to hanging out with this motherfucker. We have so much catching up to do.
Yep.
Man, Sean, come on, let's get this done.
Get you in here and let's get this going. Because we miss you. We misses you.
I would just want to hear all the old Frank stories that
Oh
he would
my
possibly
God.
have.
I'm sure he has quite a bit of them. Oh, you got a little pop socket thing here. I
Oh,
need to
yeah.
get that deal.
The Oakwood Tattoo original pop socket.
I think you can get those at Oakwood Tattoo.
I had to put it down a little low.
Yeah, you did. That
Because
doesn't
of
work so good.
No, it's
So I
fine.
was trying to see how we can...
There you go.
I'm just gonna have
keep
to
an-
hold it like
yeah,
this.
so that way we can keep an eye on it, but we can keep talking while we're waiting on people to get in here and
Yeah.
kind of ask some questions. And that's why we're going live, so we can listen to you guys and hear what you have to say. Let's see how many people are actually on here. See if people
12.
actually care. We have 12 so far.
All right,
There's
all right.
12. That's not bad. I think last time we got up to a total of, I think it was like 40 or 50 people that actually, throughout it didn't stay. But, hey, people coming in and out, but that's all right.
It's all right.
Well,
But,
all right.
yeah.
First apostles.
Is there anything you want to kind of add to some of this, Tyler? I know you don't have a whole lot of time left before you got to head out, but, I mean, tell people, one, where to find you, and
Oakwood Tattoo. That's the only place.
that's it.
That's it. That's
Okay.
the spot.
Well, I knew that. They may not have known that.
Well, it's not the only spot. It's a very good spot.
You can find him on the corner
There
of
are a lot of really,
Edward
really
and-
good good spots.
Only on days that end in Y will you find me hanging out on Edward.
Work in the corner.
So we've got this podcast going. We have a guest today. It's Tyler Brown from Oakwood Tattoo.
Yeah.
So anybody that's new and just getting in here for the day.
You kind of have to talk probably just a little
Do I
bit
need to
louder
talk-
because I think the audio is only going to be coming in through there, which, I mean, this reverberates enough that should be able to make it over there, but...
Well, with all the square footage we're we're consuming up here.
Hey, look at that. Billy Fury is in here watching.
Oh my
Mr.
God.
Furies.
What
I
a
love that
guy.
guy.
What a guy.
Yes, that guy. We should have him come on. He could be some fun. He's got a lot of tattoos.
He does. I bet he's got some stories about those
Oh
tattoos that he has.
Ooh, I know he does. We've had many conversations about that.
Oh boy, what happened?
I don't know.
Oh,
That's for him to tell, not me.
him to tell. Well, yeah. So I mean, hey, what about you, man? What have you
about
been
me?
up to, man? Like we haven't even gotten into you much this episode.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like, how
What
you
do you want to
been
talk about?
doing?
They talked about me last time.
Well, yeah. I guess
The same six people are watching this time that watched last time. What do you think they're gonna want to know different?
What have you done
They're
in the
like,
last
oh, he
week?
hasn't smoked any weed yet this whole time. Don't act like I don't know that, people. 'Cause I've been feeling it.
You haven't smoked any weed this whole...
Not since we started recording.
Is
Now,
that,
before
I mean...
Before
we
he did.
recorded, my wife, you know, she
Oh, I saw you in the chair over
she
there.
had
You
bongs
were...
aplenty for me.
I was about to say, I saw you in the chair over there. You looked about half out of it, so...
That's just how I look.
You have to go get your driver's license redone. So if you ever get pulled over, that's how it goes.
They just know already.
That's just how I look.
Well, everybody sees these Facebook Lives. They already know. He's just living high. It's all right.
I'm high on life right now.
That's good. That's good. Let's see if I can redo that here, and maybe that's my son. That's my beautiful son
This
right there.
Photograph.
Yeah, but it's
something.
That photo.
It's
opened,
like a glamour shot of you. Like it has like the background is all kind of fuzzy and erotic.
Well, yeah. I mean, that was done in a studio actually.
And
The girl that did it is amazing. We actually did not have to pay for those photos either. We just lucked out, and she was doing some class or something, and she needed a baby that was only a few days old, and we lucked
Where'd
out.
the kid come from though?
From my ex-wife. It came out of her.
Oh really?
Oh, okay, okay.
Yep.
Huh.
Yep. I was the one that put it there.
Oh.
Yes. So that actually, this little guy, that's mine.
I didn't even know you had that skill to do that.
Yeah. No, I do. I can
Shocking.
make children.
Huh.
Yep. It's weird, but hey,
That's a solid talent. How many times have you done this?
only once.
That you know of.
Plenty of practice, but only once.
Mm-hmm.
That I know of, and I hope.
I almost had
one.
a threesome last night. Then I realized I needed 2 other people, but
Oh. I was about to say,
my wife was busy, and that was just me.
just you by
I
yourself.
mean, you got two.
I know. I pretended.
I
Well,
pretend-
that's all you really
It's a good
need.
time.
Just a good imagination. You can get anywhere.
God. Oh my goodness! I wish this would work so it'd be easier to see that. But anybody else on there?
Yeah, they're floating in and out, listening to
Coming
us talk about Frank's jerk-off habits
Well,
at this
I mean,
point.
Hey, it's fine. They can let him.
I mean,
When you get to my age, you're just happy to be alive, and
Just-
I'm still wiping my own ass. You know, like
Where you at now? 50.
me. No, not yet.
Oh, 60.
Dickhead. 42, man.
42.
42-rific.
Ooh.
What's
Good to be alive.
wild is that
Huh?
from the first time I met you, I think I was like 19 the first time I came into just a little prick.
Yeah.
You look younger now than you did then.
It's all my easy living, you know.
I
It's all
thought
that
you were-
hard drinking and cocaine for about 4 years. It does it for you.
He's vegetarian
Once you
now.
get off of that and you start living life, you realize, oh man, this ain't so bad.
You
I
do
thought
look
you
You
good.
just get a little easier living, you know. You don't stress so hard.
Whenever I met you, I thought you were already in your 40s. So to find out that you're just now hitting them is a shock to
I know.
me.
I know. I looked like shit back then. You take care of your body like shit, you're gonna look like shit.
I remember seeing the photos of you in the magazines with your big, tall,
Oh man, I was almost
rocker haircut.
This
you
is
know,
no
little
lie.
pompadour.
Oh,
When you measured me for height during those years, I was actually 5'6".
You were
I had an inch tall shoe, like I wore those wingtips from what's the shoe? What's the brand of shoe?
Oh, the
UK.
yeah.
The Doc Martens.
Doc Martens,
With
yep.
Look at it out here, goddamn weed. And so I had that, and then I had this like 6-inch pompadour. So literally 5'6", and I'll tell you what, man, it made my junk feel huge when I was that big.
Oh, it makes you feel powerful when you
Yeah,
can
when
finally
you're-
see over countertops.
When you can order at the fucking Subway and see the people over the glass.
Or you could actually see what you're wanting to put on your
not just
sandwich.
looking at them through it. That's a big step in life. I was living large.
Don't get mistaken for a small child from behind
I
anymore.
know. I turned around and it was like a goatee, and I'm like, oh,
Now you're sporting the Oliver specials here.
Oliver. You ain't
Doesn't
never
Oliver
seen-
Peck always wear? Oh
You
no,
ain't never seen that boy wearing no blue.
What is it? Not blue. They're always red, but aren't they Vans or are they?
Vans, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if they were Vans or Converse for some
I
reason.
think he's sponsored by Vans.
You got the red
Really?
bands all the time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I remember whenever I had Taylor Street tattoo, Keith Underwood and I went into what's the concert they put on? What's it called?
Warped Tour.
Warped Tour.
Oh,
and
yeah,
we
yeah,
walked
yeah.
up to the Vans tent and just walked away with arms full of shoes and fucking anything under the tent we wanted, as much of it as we wanted.
How
Just
do you
'cause
get? How
just
do you
'cause I
get
showed up with
shoe
him.
sponsors as a tattooer? Like how the fuck does that even work?
Oh, he was drawing the designs for him way back in the day, like those special edition ones, and they'd make like 1,000 of that type of shoe.
Well, how the fuck do I get the hookup for that?
Bro, I don't have any idea.
You got to make phone calls, man. Start
I
just
don't-
start blowing up Vans.
That's being on
corporate
my
line.
pay
I
grade.
need an agent that can barter these deals so I can get some free shoes.
We got any shoe agents out there?
Anybody that wants to?
Anybody?
Hey, yeah.
Anybody want to
We need a
sponsor Tyler?
clothing line.
Tyler needs a shoe sponsor.
I'm tired of buying shoes.
You're
I just
tired of
want them
buying
given
them.
to me.
He'll tattoo you for shoes.
Hey, Chris is in here.
Chris Stonecipher?
Yeah, I wonder if he got his new
Hey.
recliner.
Oh my God, I hope he did.
I had to take him to get a recliner today.
Did you get to try it out at all?
I didn't sit in the one that he bought,
Oh, you
but
didn't?
I sat in all the other ones.
Okay.
They all look very comfortable.
Is he?
Is it one of those
Chris,
big
are you
ones?
walking around all right? Is he walking yet? I can't.
He
talk
was
to him.
moving.
He can't talk.
He
to me.
was
Why
moving.
wouldn't he
This
be?
podcast is weird. I just want to talk to people. They can talk back to me.
So we're
I
talking
thought
to
we
each
were
other.
going to be able to see everybody that was out there, but we can't see none of y'all.
I mean, they can answer your question. They just have to type it in and take the time to do it.
I'm
but-
waiting for that.
Hey, unless anybody, I mean, there's a way for them to actually video in on it.
to join the live.
Yeah, they
You
can join
do
the
that.
live,
I see.
You
but
can do that.
I think we'll have to. There's another way where I can actually hook this up and be able to monitor everything from this and accept all that stuff. But for now, we'll just have to make
Chris,
it work.
Chris says y'all ain't got nothing better to do than talk about my glass back.
Oh,
Oh.
poor guy.
Glass back. What?
We love you, Chris.
Chris,
Well, Chris carried the entire weight of the United States on his back for several
Oh,
years in the
man.
military.
about 8
He's
years.
a goddamn
So
war
he,
hero.
he
Did you not know
is
that?
a fucking war hero.
Yeah.
Goddamn war hero.
He's eaten all types of gazelles, and
And it's Flag Day today.
it is Flag Day today.
Is it?
It is.
I didn't know that. I don't know if I'm supposed to say Happy Flag Day. I don't know how that works.
I don't even know what's going on with the flag these days, so I don't even want to talk about it.
It's.
You just say
I think it's
thank you for
mostly
your
upside
service.
down.
Just happens to be Flag Day is all I'm saying.
It's interesting. So one thing that we didn't get into on this podcast. Oh, were people actually asking things?
Somebody asked if they get a hookup on tattoos, if they get people from Virginia to tune into the podcast. I don't know about all that because you're all the way in Virginia, and my arms are not long enough to tattoo you there.
But hey, I mean,
Ooh, I clicked out.
oh no, we need that. We need
your,
that.
your friend Jacob said hello.
Hello, Jacob.
Hey, Jacob. Whose friend?
His friend.
Oh, okay.
I don't know any Jacobs.
I don't have any friends.
I think most of them are
right
here.
Goodness. So, all right, we gotta get into this. I know you don't have much time left with this here, but we started to tell the story of the tattoo that I did on you. I want
Yes.
you to go ahead and tell your experience of this story because
I don't know if I've ever heard this.
it was brutal.
It was,
I feel bad for him, and I give him props for even sitting through it because
It was a tiny, quarter-sized, maybe 50-cent piece-sized Wu-Tang Clan symbol on the top of my forearm. I mean, the thing was only about this big.
Okay,
Ain't
I think
nothing
I
to fuck
remember.
with.
I think I remember this
It
tattoo
took him-
result.
It took him about 30 minutes to outline it.
Okay.
It
that's
took
safe
about
to say.
4 or 5 passes a line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, again,
Hey,
it's
it
this
was
big.
I did some solid line work on it though.
If,
I took my time, but
You can still feel parts of it underneath this cover up that I got
You
right
can
here.
almost see it.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit right there.
Yeah.
You can feel parts of it.
I'm upset that you covered that up. That hurts.
I think it's just next
You know,
level
I love
tattooing.
you. Maybe one day
I'll try it again.
we'll give it another go. I'll have you put it on me somewhere else.
Oh
like-
my
it's like
god.
We'll
Braille
probably get
tattoos.
the same result, but it's all right. It's worth it.
She said she'll travel back home to Illinois. We got to get a lot of people on here.
A whole lot. We
Yeah.
need the whole
So we can
state.
start generating revenue, and then
The
hey,
whole
we'll
state
talk.
of Virginia needs to be on this right now.
I'll tattoo you. I'm not a tattoo artist. I'll tattoo you though.
Yes.
You will never forget it. That's for sure.
I'll oversee it.
Yeah. We'll
make
make
sure
sure
it
there's
won't go
supervision, but yes, I will give you a tattoo for free if you get a lot of people from there to listen to the podcast.
So
There's a deal.
I'm pretty sure you outlined it with like a fucking straight 7 because it's all we had, and by the end of it, it was blown out like a fucking Sharpie.
It
And
looked good.
Explain what a blowout is, so people that can visualize what you're talking about.
Basically, this man beat this into my skin so hard that it hit the fatty layers and exploded underneath
Yeah.
where it's not supposed to go.
So it makes it look real fuzzy,
Real
foggy.
fuzzy.
It almost makes it look like a shading that's not
Yes.
supposed to be there.
Yes.
Essentially,
However-
the tube was touching the skin while pushing the skin.
Whew, that was rough.
So it's
And we didn't even get into the shading at this point.
No.
The line work was already
Shading was
bad
the-
enough.
Shading, I fixed it with the shading.
A
It didn't
fixed
look-
that's generous.
That's a better word to say. It did not look that bad
I
after
mean-
it was done. After it was done, now healed was a different scenario. I have a picture of it somewhere I can find.
I'm
and
sure I've
we'll
got a few.
And it actually did not look horrible for somebody that does not do this at
Now,
all.
I always
keep
like
in
the
mind-
justification after. It
Afterwards.
doesn't look
Didn't
horrible. For
Yeah.
somebody
Now
that
keep
like,
in mind-
for the first few hours.
it's always like it doesn't look horrible for what I paid.
yeah.
It doesn't look horrible.
It looks
for
like
who
a
did
free
it.
tattoo. What we got here?
He wants to do a shot sometime.
A shot of what?
That's a good question.
All right. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I think you're on your own.
I think
with this one.
he wants to get.
We
I
can-
think he wants to get drunk with you.
Wants to get
Oh,
drunk, bro.
I don't drink anymore. Actually, I'm sober. Finally.
Good job,
Yeah,
man.
That's great.
Yeah.
My dude.
Took a lot of time, but
Sometimes,
man, took the doctor saying, "Hey, you're going to die if you keep drinking
Keep
like
drinking.
That'll do it.
this." Yeah.
That'll
yeah.
do it.
But yeah, no, continue. I'm
So-
sorry.
It took you about 30 minutes to outline it, and then it took you another 30 or 40 minutes to fill it in solid fucking yellow. And if you don't
There was hints of I shaded in some brown in there.
There was some brown.
Who chose this tattoo? Whose idea was this?
I
Number
think
one.
it was a collaboration.
To do-
You told me that you had done tattoos.
No, I said I did one tattoo.
told-
I did not say I've ever done that.
You said
Hold on.
You said that you had done a tattoo.
Yes, I did
A
one
tattoo,
tattoo.
you had tattooed previously.
And I told you it did not look that good.
And I said,
You said
None
I'll
of-
let you do it again.
I said none of my tattoos look that good. Fuck it, let's go. So we did that.
Oh, yeah.
Solid yellow. If you don't tattoo, solid yellow is incredibly
It's a nightmare.
difficult to get. He fucking went to town.
I got it in
on
there.
It was there.
I got it. It wasn't going anywhere until he covered it up.
I mean, it's still there. In
Oh,
spirit.
it's there. I mean, it's
You can't hide the shape. It's
Yeah,
there.
yeah, I could still see
It's
part
there.
of it.
It's there. I had other shit that needed to go. It was just in the way.
it's like a tattoo.
Sorry.
Even the blind can enjoy.
That's horrible. I
Oh,
think
definitely. You can
I think
feel it.
Chris
Like a
kept
braid.
his. Chris
His
has
is on
a
his leg.
yeah.
Chris-
his has it's a little fly that I did, which I think is just a black blob now.
It's there was a little blue in the wings. I think that fly.
Was there? I thought I just did only black, but
I think that fly turned out a little bit better in the long run than the Wu-Tang symbol.
well, I had
I think
him.
what he's saying is
he-
just think where you'd be now if you hadn't gave up.
yeah.
Misspelling all kinds of
Still
tats.
giving horrible tattoos. I was a better shop manager than I was a tattoo artist. Let's just put it that way. Not by much, but oh my goodness. Yeah, we definitely had some fun, and then also, I mean, not only that, we we did some music and stuff. I mean, I actually did some of your guys' photos. Oh, I think it's been a year or two back.
Yeah,
but
you took some. You came to a show that we played here in town and
Yep.
took some photos. I think that was like the last time I saw you actually, until you stopped by the shop.
Yep.
At one trip.
Yeah, one of my times back here.
Yeah, fairly recently. Yeah.
For those who don't know, I'm a traveling photographer. That's what my main job is right now, which, in other words, is unemployed.
I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah, all of my photo shoots for the next several months have been canceled, unfortunately. But hey, actually, next month I get to go to Clearwater. That'll be cool.
Don't you take photos like outside most of the time?
I mean, if I want to go by myself, and I do some stock photos, but I don't
No,
make
but I
very
mean
much.
like with people. Like you take photos of people.
Yeah, but some people are weird about it still. So
I get that.
I mean, I'm taking appointments. By the way,
If you need some pictures taken,
hey, if you need some photos taken, you know,
Fucking
I
glamour
am
shots.
broke.
he'll do your hair and makeup.
Hair and makeup.
I don't know if I trust you with all of that.
Well, let's see if we have any before we wrap this up. Let's see if we've got any. God damn, I look fat as hell on here.
Well, it's like we talked about last time.
Oh, the camera adds some pounds.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
got 2 cameras on you.
So
Living la vida grande.
3?
That's
So
30 extra pounds.
30
buddy.
extra pounds there, bud.
let's see here. We only got 6 people here. Anybody got any questions before we wrap this up? Anyone at all?
They said no. They have no
said
questions.
Yeah, hey,
They
that's
know
fine.
everything they need to know about me.
They've heard enough from you.
I think they've already asked all the questions they need to know.
Well, that's all right. Well, I guess, to kind of wrap this up, Tyler, thank you for coming
Hey,
out,
Brad.
hanging out
having
with
me
us.
on here.
Yeah, this was awesome. I mean, maybe we'll have you on again sometime before
Yeah.
too long. And
I'll come back and hang out sometime.
yeah. And then Frank,
I'll
love you.
probably be here again. I love
you'll
you
be
too,
here.
buddy.
You'll be here, and it's been a lot of fun. We were only on our 2nd episode, and I feel like it's it's going pretty well. This was awesome.
Yeah,
we
this
got a
was
lot of
great,
fun
man.
stuff, and now that we've got a little bit better equipment, I think it's gonna sound a little bit better than the first one. The first one we had some okay mics and stuff, but yeah.
You got the fancy setup.
Yeah.
Man.
So again, want to shout out our sponsors, Barbara Dave Wayne. But again, thanks, Tyler. Thanks for coming
Tyler,
out.
you
for
want to
having
plug
me,
your
bud.
band before
It's
we
been
get out of
awesome.
here?
Yeah, shout out
Oh,
your
yeah.
band, man.
How can they hear your music?
You can hear me hoot and holler in Capital Offense. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Capital Offense. I think it's just Capital Offense. Twitter, just Capital Offense. It's with a O, not a A. Don't confuse it.
And then if
Oh,
somebody
so you're
wants to find
dyslexic
you-
too.
Oh, no.
misspell things?
Everybody just misspells
Oh.
our name.
And if somebody wants to get a hold of you for a tattoo,
If you want to get a hold of me for a tattoo, you
Instagram?
can hit me up on Instagram. I would say Facebook, but obviously I'm not very active on there ever. It's just it's a shit show right now, so I just don't even mind that. But you can find me on Instagram at TylerX_Oakwood, and we'll do some cool tats.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Well,
Perfect.
it's been a pleasure, fellas. So you guys have a great day, and we'll be back in a couple weeks. Thanks.